Welcome back on in. This is how we did the near impossible of winning a tricolor turf war when you are actually the winning team at halftime, which was Team Scissors here in the recent Splatfest. We were running with the crew actually mostly from that previous commentary if you just saw the last episode on this channel, except for CK wasn't here yet, so just kind of in sequence of the Splatfest night this came beforehand. But obviously with us being Scissors, we are in the red ink, so you can certainly keep that in mind. You know, here's the thing. Most of you, I think, have heard about how hard it would be from our perspective, even if you didn't play it. Let's say you were Team Rock, Team Paper. It was really hard to be this team. You think, oh, you've got 4 people, they've got 2. No, like, it was absolutely 2 versus 4 versus 2. But really, like, the disadvantage for us mainly, aside from you guys coming from either side on us, you know, if y'all were on the other teams, was that the ultra signals really just, like, broke the game. You know, if you guys got the ultra signal, it was usually over. You know, it's not a guarantee. I'm just saying that was, like, a major factor to it. So you're gonna notice that with me with the Splattershot Junior right here, I obviously had this strategy to just use these small little half walls, very small, limited, I guess, amount of movement on them, obviously, but I have the high ground and I can stay just a little bit above from that central area. So it's like this map, I think, might have been perhaps part of it. Like, so maybe a tricolor turf war not on Sturgeon Shipyard might actually be different. I'm not positive because we didn't get to test that, right? So they are trying for it. Fortunately, we are going to protect that right now, but you can see that yellow, you know, Team Paper, they are the ones that are ahead really through most of this, just not just in points, but just kind of how they're playing, right? So we've got an assault right there. Whenever they get on that platform, by the way, if you're the other team, here I am giving away like things that really hurt us, so I'm helping the other teams, right? But whenever you guys were up there, that was really difficult to deal with. You know, like, I was the Splatter Junior. I could possibly reach it if you were just slightly closer, but if you were the farthest away that you could be on that platform, like, I just could not reach you. So when you were doing your specials and stuff like that, just as Team Paper was in that moment, it was difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So my option at that point would have been to either pursue you, like just get closer and pursue, or to throw my bombs, use my specials and stuff like that. Of course, with this weapon, obviously my special is right here. We're gonna deploy it to that big bubbler. It was a really helpful special, I would say, on the tricolor, but you really had to be careful. Like, you had to use it at the exact moment. Like, see that one? I kind of used actually in a little bit of a panic, and so it obviously didn't help me against a roller right here who is gonna go ahead and try for that ultra signal and succeed right there, just barely, because Jackaroni on our team was using the Spatana. He was trying to go for it and just like half a second off. But I think that was the thing about tricolor turf war, was that, like, not only was it like pretty much assured to be ruined if the other teams got both of the ultra signals, even maybe one in a lot of cases, but they can get them so quickly. So it just created a situation where, like, if you were splatted at all as this red team, as the defending team we could call it, if you were splatted, like, it was essentially over. You would have to have a teammate there because we were not going to resurrect in time. You know, like, I just think maybe they could make that ultra signal take a little bit longer for you guys to get on the other teams. It could either be that, it could be the map reworking, like the stage. It could be maybe that, like, after you get the ultra signals, maybe those sprinklers of doom just last for like 30 seconds rather than the entirety of the match. I don't know. We just know that something has to change right here, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you did want to kind of hear a commentary where we could get all of your opinions, but also mine about tricolor and how we could fix it and stuff like that, I'd be happy to hear that. I'd be happy to create that video for you guys, but look at this. They did actually gain that ultra signal. Really, it was at the last second. I was there to splat, but it did end up going to them. The good news is, like, we had to have, like, Mars align with Venus, align with Jupiter while it was in Alligator Raid and stuff, because look at this. We still only won by almost just 1 percentage point, technically less, and it had to be a situation essentially where all things happened right. So the team that got the ultra signal earlier on was the blue team, which was Rock, and they weren't performing as well in this specific tricolor turf war match. So imagine Paper had gotten it, this would have been a different game because Paper would have won. They, like, definitely would have overtaken us with that. Please feel free to click an end screen on screen to see another one. Join our Discord, and thanks for viewing.